What's up everybody, Thomas here. We're back again working on the 1985 Merkur XR4Ti. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing an oil change, and we're going to be replacing one of the power steering boots, at least that much, and then we may continue to work on the lights. And yeah, so let's jump right into it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually spray the power steering boot with some penetrating fluid and stuff. Well, not the boot itself, but the tie rod end and ball joint where it mounts the knuckle. So I'm going to spray those up with penetrating fluid and let them soak for a bit, and then I'm going to get the oil draining. And then after that we'll kind of switch back and forth in between each of them and do them as the steps come up available. So let's jump right into it. Alrighty guys, so here we are at the suspension here, the right side suspension. We're going to be, I'll show you what we're going to be replacing, and then I'll spray it, and then we'll move on to the next thing. So this little boot right there, notice how it's all cracked and damaged. That's where it would, that little zip tie thing there is what would normally hold it in place. But as you can see, it's broken off. The rubber's broken. So basically what we have to do is we have to remove these guys right here. So the outer tie rod and jam nut. So we're just going to spray that nut where it goes up to the knuckle, and the jam nut that holds the tie rod in place. Then we just have to cut the other zip tie or whatever that's on the inside there, pull the boot off, put our new boot on, which I have right over here. Let's open it up. There we go. As you can see, that's our new boot. We'll have to squish it with the special pliers that I don't have, but we'll figure out a way to make it work. And then yeah, after that it's all done. We just reassemble it, and yeah, we're good. So let's start with the first step. Alrighty. It has been sprayed. Now we wait. We give it a bit of time, let it soak in, and then we'll come back and we'll start this assembly. So now let's move underneath the vehicle. Well, actually, let's go up top first for the oil change. So we're just going to be replacing the oil in the car, oil and filter, the standard stuff. So just going to pull out the dipstick. It's right here. Okay. There we go. Our dipstick's out. We'll take out the oil cap. Oil cap's off. No problem. I'll leave that there. Just clean that hole out a little. Alright. Now we're prepared here at the top. Now let's move underneath. So we're getting underneath. As you can see, our oil drain plug is right there, and our oil filter is right there. So let me go grab a drain bucket, and yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Alrighty, let's get to it. Some paper towels. Okie doke guys, so I got the stuff here. I got a drain pan filled with oil-ish. I got the new oil and the new filter. So let's jump right into it. So let me take you guys down under. Slide the drain bucket in. Alright, I found a 13. Okay, it's a little snowy. It's a 13. Perfect. Alrighty, let's drain it out. Just a reminder, guys, that despite the horrible weather, despite whatever, it's always a good day to work on your project car. Lame. Alright, we need a 13 mil socket. 1 second. Here's one. Perfect. Well, the hail stopped. It's just regular snowing now. So, yeah, I guess a nice April snowstorm. Anyways, we got work to do, so let's get back to it. Alright, here we go. It's a 13 mil. It's gonna drain this oil out. Oops. Anyways, I got that loose, cracked loose. Alright. There we go. Not bad. We'll have to reuse the gasket this time. Let it drain out. I'm gonna go grab something, a nice pair of pliers to crack the filter. Yeah, all right, we're back. So, oil's draining out, nearly done. That's good to see. Slide underneath there and get that. Filter off. Just gonna crack it with this wrenchy. We're just gonna time skip this. All right, we're back. We're back. Full back, definitely back. All the way back. What's our next task on the list of things to do? Well, that is, of course, finish removing the oil filter. Alrighty, so I'm now going to drop the filter off. Let's zoop it. Wow, carefully. Oh, wind's picking up again. Alrighty, filter is off. Then we throw the drain plug back in. There we go. Quick spills of wipe in here. Tighten up the drain plug. Pretty tight, should be good enough. Slide this out of the way. Nice pile of oil. That feels pretty good. That's tight. Now guys, next. Alright, we're back after that interruption. So yes, as I was saying, so I got our new oil filter, so now we're gonna throw some clean new oil into the oil filter. And the reason that we do this is so that the oil is already in the oil filter, so when the engine goes to prime or start or whatever you want to call it, it will just immediately have oil and it won't have to withdraw oil up into the engine while it's already running or starting. And it will just be able to draw on right from the oil filter, and it will basically, the engine will never ever not have any oil in it. So let's just add a little bit to it, because it's got to go almost sideways, so we can't add too much or else it'll just pour out. So I got show the oil I got. Mobile 110W30 synthetic. That's the good stuff. Yes. So yes, so that's what I'll be running in the engine. So let's just get this opened up. Just top up that oil filter. There we go. Well, that should be more than enough. It has to kind of go sideways, so that's good. Now, what we want to do is, number one, we just want to spread some oil around the rubber gasket, or rubber seal, like so. That way it's all nice and lubed up before we install it. And then let me grab the paper towel, and we're just going to wipe off the sealing surface on the oil filter mount as well. And then we'll put the new oil filter on. Now I like to clean off that the oil filter sealing surface, and just you know, that way it's all clean. There's no debris or whatever leftover dirt or anything on it, and it should just mount up real nice. Just a quick wipe. There we go. Now we take our filter. Where is it? There it is. We'll bring it over. There we go. That is tight. I'll grab another paper towel. What's up, everybody? And wipe it off. And then oil be good. Oil change, at least will be done on the bottom now anyway. We'll just have to wipe off the stuff. Then we can move up to the top. We can move up to the top and then fill the thing up with oil. So let me grab that and I'll be back. Alright guys, so here we are, we're back again. I'm up top of the vehicle now. So now we just gotta add our oil in. So now we should probably use a funnel or something in order to get this oil in proper. I actually don't know what the correct amount is, so first I'm gonna look that up. Alrighty, so it takes about 5.5 quarts of oil in order to fill this thing up, which is around 4.4.5 liters. So it's a bit more than 4.5 liters. So it's like 5.2 liters roughly. So we're gonna start with this guy here. This guy's 5 quarts or 4.73 liters. So we'll pour this all the way in. We'll check the dipstick. And then we'll either top it up with more or leave it as is and run it and do whatever. Anyways, so now we gotta pour the oil in. The key to pouring the oil is just pouring carefully. like so. Then don't pour too fast as well. Oops. That was a weird sound. Anyways. Oops. That jug's empty. Wipe up the little bit I spilled. So here, let's go ahead and check the dippy stick. Wipe it off. Yeah, so you wipe off the dipstick. Wipe it off. You put the dipstick back in the hole. Sure the dipstick is fully seated, and then you pull the dipstick out again and you look at the dipstick, and currently we'll wipe it off one more time. And it's currently showing it's a little overfull, which is fine. It's just right above the safe line there, so I think we'll be okay. We'll leave it at that, and we'll have this other jug of oil for the next oil change. So yeah, I'll put the dipstick back in, hook it back up. There we go, and we'll put the oil cap back on. Just wipe it real quick. There we go, nice and cleaned up. And there we go. So there we go, everybody. One 1985 Merkur XR4Ti with the 2.3 liter oil change done. This is a similar oil change that you'd see on almost any other vehicle with the 2.3 liter engine in it. Some of the steps will probably change and some of the amounts might change, but is basically all the same. So yeah, so now that we're done that part, we can move on and get to work on our steering boot placement. So yeah, so let's get into that now.